open this up. Open up another YouTube for Hebrewz and open up another one. Check my net. Yeah, I see it's two people in there. Shalom, Ak. What up, Obadiah? I only can see your chat. I don't know how this made, but I can see your chat. Well, I guess that is the chat or whatever. That's why had bounced off for a second. I was trying to open up this other chat. But I ain't about to be on here long, man. You know, I know y'all ain't seen me in a minute. I've been chilling because I actually messed up my laptop, my good one. You know what I'm saying? That expensive one. I messed it up, man. What was that? That was after the feast. But one of them days, man, I wasted a whole cup of water on it, and it just messed up my whole laptop. So I had to send it in. I had been waiting on them to send insurance people to send me the box. So I had to send it back, right? So I just sent it back today or whatever. Um, what up, brother Mikha'el? What up, my brother? I know who that is. What up, bro? What up, Bruce? Ah, shalom, brother Kafer. That's my main man's Kafer, Joe. That's my dude right there. And so right, I'm only going live, like I said, y'all ain't seen me. It ain't cause I ain't chose to be on. I'll be back on. It's just that I gotta wait for my computer to come back repaired, you know, so I could really get into opening the show up the way I choose to. But I just made this little quick one right here, right? Because like I say, last few days, I ain't really been paying too much attention to the whole YouTube and you know, all the little drama that's been going on YouTube and social media and all that. So I was just today, I've been listening to music. I got my playlist, my YouTube playlist, you know what I'm saying? Playing that old school stuff. And I just, you know, I get them notifications because I'm subscribed to a lot of cats. So I see Sister Cherry. And if y'all notice, I ain't been on Sister Cherry show. And for those of you who don't know who that is, there are some Christian apologists. They call themselves urban apologists or whatever. And I haven't been on her show. What up, Yahukanan? I hadn't been on their show because I just time was like, man, I'm gonna lean up off that because you know it be certain stuff go down. I'm like, I ain't on that, Joe. Shalom, ATF. So, make a long story short, I get a notification, I see it, I say, let me go and check this out. So, Sister Chair, it just so happened I check it out, and guess who on there, y'all? Sakari. So y'all know Sakari been beating the brakes off the urban apologists. It mainly G-Con. They just really just been dismantling G-Con. So y'all know G-Con been upset and he been making videos, but the crazy thing about it, in his videos, he's been mentioning my name more than he's been mentioning Deacon Hakar, Gorilla Hebrew, or anybody from Sakari. Because his whole thing is, I'm a paid One West agent now. Like I'm an undercover One West agent. Y'all feel me? Just because I agree with them when they open up some lies on them. which y'all know that whole concept don't make no sense because we could do that all day with the information that he brings. But I'm not even gonna stick on that. But let me tell y'all what happened. So I just said, you know what? I'm gonna go check out Cherry's show, right? So I go check out Cherry's show. Sakari's on there. So y'all know me. I'm like, oh, this is my ultimate time to get on there because the spirit had to tell me to get on there because they've been doing shows the last couple of days and I ain't touched it. I ain't even went and looked at it or nothing, but something told me to click on there. So I click, I type in the chat, let me in, send me the link. Oh, now all of a sudden they playing games with the link. Don't nobody see me in this chat. And so I started writing, y'all know them big ass caps. I had the super caps. Like I was yelling, right? They still don't want to let me. So they start coming on there. What sister over there, I guess she one of their little moderators named Remy. She gets on there and say, brother, just don't be disrespectful. I'm gonna make sure they send you an invite. Still sitting. 20 minutes later, no invite. Now, G-Con on there, half a shield, a few members from Sakari on there, Deacon Hakai on there. Wouldn't this be the perfect time to let me on since you making all these videos and claim I'm working for them? Why wouldn't they let me on? So I knew they was spooked. So y'all know what I did? I'm gonna show y'all what I did because we about to get gangster now, right? Now I had left it alone. And I'm gonna say this right now. I still ain't gonna get into no personal stuff, but G-Con, when you see this, I'm letting you know right now, bro, you a straight up coward. You a coward, Joe. Not only is you a coward, you weak as hell. Like everything about you is phony, Joe. Like everything about you is phony on some real man stuff. You phony. I called the man. He said live on the air, stop calling me. I had to call him because I was desperate because I already inboxed him and he ignored my inbox. Now, if you didn't made these videos, been in my inbox, calling me a coward, saying I'm riding with one West and Sakari, and they just said foul stuff about your wife and all that, which I seen, and I said was foul as hell. That was foul. That was very foul. That has absolutely nothing to do with this whole bigger mission is on. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even play like that. I don't play with nobody's wives and kids and all that. So you only sent that to me to play off my sensitivity. Y'all see what I'm saying? And like to take away from the fact that they've been cutting him up because he don't know the Bible, like he claimed he do. So watch this, right? I'm finna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all how this go. So they didn't want to let me on. I think they still live over there. Y'all will see it. They won't let me on. Cause I just ended off. Cause the Sakari brothers gonna straight up say, like, no, we ain't got no dealings with Mikha'el like that. He just one of our Israelite brothers. Shalom. That's about far as that's gonna go. We do not have the same doctrine. But when they right on something and you wrong, then they're right and you're wrong. Like y'all like to say, ain't no respect of persons. Now, what's funny about it is I have been wanting to be cool on this, but G-Con and all these so-called Christian apologists, they don't even believe the same thing. But it's okay for them not to believe the same thing. But when we don't believe the same thing and we still show each other some type of respect, guess what? We all in cahoots. Or we all got some type of agenda or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to show y'all the hypocrisy on these cats. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me holler at my brother real quick. I'll be like right with y'all in a high second. Just give me like 30 seconds or something like that. Let me see something. You say what?
You get that big bowl too. That's all you got.
Yeah. That's yeah. And let me see. So what I was saying was basically they whole everything about the thing is weak and it's hypocritical. So let me show y'all something real quick, right? I ain't gonna Bible thump them, because one thing I know about them cats is really the Bible, the gospel, none of that don't mean nothing with these so-called shield squad and soldiers of God dudes. Let's just stop playing. Like literally, I'm thinking right now, this is my last time ever really making like a live public thing about them. But I got to get this off my chest. I may do a video. So I'm letting y'all know this. So I won't be live. I may do a video. And if I do a video, it's going to be just to finally cremate them. Like I don't even want to bury them. I want to cremate them. Y'all feel me? Let me check this chat line. And then I'm going to go in and show y'all what I'm talking about. You will see G Man. What up, G Man? Peace to you. And I'm gonna say it again. They mad at you, G Man, because you still doing your thing. They thought you needed them. You know what I'm saying? For y'all that's watching my page and don't know, I don't agree with G Man on a lot. You know what I'm saying? I think the brother is a brother that got the zeal of God on him, and he wants to learn the truth, but he don't like the representation of God by certain Israelite groups. So he attacks them. But for the most part, I believe that brother is not only a blood Israelite, but he a spiritual Israelite. He just a little misled. But he actually was one of the strongest horns. If y'all know what horns is in the scriptures, it represents power. He was one of the strongest horns in the shield squad. And they played him to the left because they say he couldn't rap good, or they don't like how he represented them, or whatever. But in the meantime, these hypocritical bastards, and I'm going to say bastards because it's a biblical word, I'm not cursing. These hypocritical bastards don't even all agree with each other. Like they talk about the gospel of Christ. That's all they talk about, the gospel of Christ, the gospel of Christ. And you got some of them even tell you, we not even attacking y'all because y'all claim to be natural bloodline Israelites. We're attacking y'all because y'all gospel of Christ is perverted, right? But at the same token, they got people within their circle who believe all types of different things about the gospel of Christ. Meaning they all got different versions of the gospel of Christ. So it ain't about the gospel of Christ. They'll shoulder up with anybody who say they don't like Hebrew Israelites. And that is a known fact. Like right now, I know for a fact they got at least 2 infiltrators in their little weak internet organization, because that's all it is a social media internet I want to call it it's basically a troll group. It's a troll organization. So they had this internet social troll organization, right? And within it, I know for a fact they got at least two cats, one male, one female, that are not even with them. They telling Israel everything they do. You know how they even able to let cats infiltrate them like that? Because all they care about is for you to sign up, just say, I hate black Hebrew Israelites. This is my whole thing. This the whole thing about them. So I'm just opening the cat off the bag of these cats of what we already knew in the first place. Yeah, they are anti-Israelite. They basically, while they talking about the Israelites being hate groups, they are the let me use this for an example. When you watch the government, right? I know y'all like that too. Y'all see that? Y'all see what they say? Y'all see it? Israel. Y'all see the little landscape right there, Israel. Oh, snap. Yeah, my boy designed this, Sean Stokes, aka Shalom. Now look, right? So this was funny. When you look at the government, right, whenever they get ready to bomb, like what they label a terrorist organization, what they do is they call it counterterrorism, right? Counterterrorism. So they have a counterterrorism group, which really ain't nothing but terrorism on top of terrorism. But the truth is, when you go look, half the time, the terrorists not really terrorists. They really freedom fighters. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole nother thing. I don't want to really bring no politics into it, but I'm just telling you how this little group tried to pull their shenanigans, and that's why it's falling apart and people leaving. That's why K-Dub just left and all that type of stuff. Before him, people dropping out, they fighting with each other over Calvinism and all that type of stuff. Look, man, these dudes do not care about the gospel of Jesus Christ. All they care about is disproving black people being Hebrew Israelites. And I will give a shout out to that brother K Dub. He said, I saw his little thing with Sakari, right? I seen this little conversation they had. I didn't watch all of it, but when I had ended, I seen him saying it was a reason that he never really went hard or made videos about us not being the Israelites, because he said he don't know if we are the Israelites or not. He could be an Israelite. And I got to give him props for that. He said he don't know. We probably are Israelites. So that lets you know that's probably one of the reasons. Now, I don't know, but that's probably one of the reasons he left, because he seen there was an agenda just to disprove we are the true chosen seed of God. We are the true nation of Israel in the flesh. You see what I'm saying? And so I got to give a shout out to K-Dub for that. Yeah, they don't want to talk about that. He left with whichever one it was, G-Man, whichever one he was with, Shield Squad, SOG, he left. He's gone. He left. He out of there. You know what I'm saying? He out of there. You know what I'm saying? It has something to do with something. You have to check with him with that, but he's definitely out of there. I even shot a little shot to him yesterday when he was trying to swell up at me. And he ain't denied that he left. He left. Now he ain't tell me why he left, but I believe it got to do with that. He see that these cats just trying to disprove that we Israelites. They ain't really about no gospel. And you know what? This is my point. How could they be about the gospel of Christ when one is a Lutheran, then one is a Protestant, and they'll say, well, that's similar. One is a Calvinist, and they'll say, well, that can kind of cover. One is like damn near basically a Catholic. The other one is like a Methodist. And this goes on and on and on. So their versions of Christ is all different. So how do they have a problem? How are they pushing one gospel of Christ when they don't even all believe in the same way about Christ? That's no different than how the Israelites look at Christ, certain Israelites. So it has nothing to do with that whatsoever. They are basically a little hate group full of hateful fake Jews, you know what I'm saying? White boys and nigglets. And I'm gonna say that word again because I had stopped saying that word out of respect to certain people, but they're nigglets. If you ever could think of the definition of nigglets, meaning negroes that just serve somebody else's purpose, you know what I'm saying? Because they got a little anger in them, then and willing to go at their own people, that's what they are. They're nigglets. And I know G-Con them gonna get this and cry and make another 5, 6 videos and say, well, the Israel of God doesn't teach this. No, the Israel of God don't teach this. I'm saying this live. I'm not here representing the Israel of God. I'm representing Mikha'el in Israel as a black man that got some type of dignity left in myself to know that everybody look out for their own people first. I'm not saying that other people can't make it to the kingdom. I always tell you they can. That's why I said let me on that panel while Sakari was on there. They know how I think. They know what I believe according to the scriptures. So that wouldn't have been a problem. And they know it wouldn't have been a problem. See, they thought this was funny, y'all. Don't they always say to the so-called moderate Hebrewz, a term they stole from me again, they always say, Y'all scared to go at the one West Hebrew, so we had to do it, right? But actually, they just something that just sprung up. They like a bad fart. You know how somebody will come in the house and fart and it just stink in that one spot, it just lingers. You be like, damn, would this fart go away? But if you walk around for about 10 minutes and come back, it's gone. That's what they are. You know what I'm saying? We in the Hebrew Israelite community been actually banging on these doctrines for the longest. And to further prove my point, before it was an urban apologist group with G-Con and Vocab the Master and James White the Slave God, before any of these guys even was on what they on, y'all can go look at a debate called IOG Chicago versus ITR, which is former GMS, some former GMS makers. ITR, I shout out to them brothers. I got love for them brothers. But they are One West group and they formed their own group. They came from GMS. It's one of the most watched Hebrew Israelite debates ever. Go look at it. I think it's at like 80,000 views or something. IOG Chicago versus ITR. Go type it up right now in YouTube. Now, this was before they was making any kind of noise. G-Con didn't know what he wanted to be then. You see what I'm saying? He used to be with the Hebrew War Machine. That's how he know me. And why he talking about I'm a paid Sakari agent, you know what's funny? The only way me and Gorilla Hebrew knew each other is because we were both Hebrew War Machine members, which y'all know was a squad of Hebrew Israelite scholars that was formed to destroy Kemetic science. So I'm going to take y'all through this for real, Joe. I'm going to tell y'all the truth while he over there playing. G-Con always needed somewhere to fit in. He just needed somewhere to fit in. And he felt he got his little notch now. You know what I'm saying? He got his little notch now with Shield because he looked like the big man. He like finally he a leader. I guess he ain't had no juice when he was a country ass blood. You know what I'm saying? He was a St. Louis blood. I guess he ain't had no juice when he was doing that. So when he come over here, he want to try to push for some juice. See me, I come up different. I was real in this thing. You know what I'm saying? I had stars, as we call them. We don't say stripes like the West Coast. We say stars, right? Now I'm saying I had real stars. So I never really felt like I had nothing to prove on nothing I do. But what you do know is now that I'm in the word of God, I'm just like when I was a gangster, Joe. I'm serious about it. And G-Con played a lot of games. So let me not make this whole thing about him. Let me just say this. Those Shield Squad, Urban Apologists, out of all of them, I still got respect for Sister Cherry. Let me get that clear. It's my disclaimer. I got love for the, Pastor Sean. Well, that little dude so real. All them synced me in that chat and had something slick to say, but they wouldn't let me on. What up, Kevin G? Is that my brother Yahweh? Is that Yahweh? What up? Ah, shalom, shalom. So look, right, man. Let me tell you something, man. Look at this, Joe. It's funny. I got to say this, man. And to them cats, man. This Proverbs chapter 28 and 1. Everybody use it, but this was appropriate for that. Because they would not let me on there. You know what I'm saying? They kept saying little goofy stuff. Y'all know this one hitter that everybody use, but it's appropriate. It say the wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. I ain't go nowhere. I'm steady right there, like, hey man, you got Sakari on the line, you got the urban apologists on the line. So let's prove your theory that I'm a closet one Wester or whatever it is y'all say. I'm on here right now. They ain't want to let me on because I was gonna make them look bad. So I inboxed G-Con. In fact, let me show y'all real quick. Show y'all this funny, Joe. Let me show y'all something. How bum these dudes is. Like this dude is weak. Shit. Uh, Excuse me, y'all. I ain't mean to curse. Um, Let me see if I can find. Okay, here you go. Now look. Y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Y'all see me? That's me hitting him up, right? His last time he hit me was on the 13th, right? We was talking about the little incident he had with the Sakari brothers with his wife, right? Now look, this is what I hit him with when he was on the show. Y'all see that? I'm telling him, dude. Now y'all see them checks on there, see his face up there, so you would think he ain't see it. But he synced it. You know how I know he synced it? So I hit his phone. I hit his literal phone because I still got his number. And then on top of that, I straight bust through the Facebook call on him. And y'all know that's rude. I bust through the Facebook call on him, y'all. I bust straight through the Facebook call. And I'm like, man, is you gonna keep being a coward or is you gonna let me on here? You know what I'm saying? So the dude better keep my name out his mouth. I'm done with y'all. I'm telling you right now, G-Con. Matter of fact, that whole apologetic squad, and I'm finna say this public while all y'all watching. Vocab Malone is a devil, point blank, period. So he can straight up say Mikha'el has become one West because I use the term vocab and devil in the same sentence because you know he's a white boy. But I'm finna tell y'all why I call him a devil. So if he try to sound bite this, make sure y'all get the whole thing. Vocab, everything about him is a devil. First off, Vocab Malone. I know you watch all my stuff because you subscribe to me. So let me say this. First off, you put me in your little fake ass pamphlet, what is called Barack Obama versus the Black Hebrew Israelites. You mentioned my name in there. You said I was the only member of IOG that was I forgot what you called me, a staff something, but I looked it up. Now, it really wasn't a bad thing, right? But you basically was saying I'm like a disrespectful heckler, you know, but strongly believe in what I believe in, right? But then when it's time for me and you to talk, you get spooked. Every time I've talked to you in some type of public forum, vocab, you can hear his bowels get loose. Like I literally heard that dude fart when we was on debate talk for you. Like when I called in and he was on a so-called hot seat, I heard bladder material just splatter everywhere. The dude had to soil his joint. I don't know why he's so scared of me, but now I kind of know it's because he know I can see through his whole little thing. The dude has only been here to exploit the black community. And I'm gonna tell y'all, if you go look at his little history, the little dude used to attack like black Muslims and stuff. So anybody he seen like a extremist group, that's what he was at. And so I guess the little Zionist, being that he's an Ashkenazi Jew, and he keeps saying he ain't, but come on, let's prove you ain't an Ashkenazi Jew, vocab. You some type of Jew, because your real name is we all know John Mark Reiser. Reiser is a Ashkenazi German name. Now, there are other Germans with that name that are not Ashkenazi, but you front like you're Italian. So why is it that you got this whole fake persona going on? Y'all see what I'm saying? Everything about him is fake. He wants to get into the black music industry. That's hip hop, right? Everything about him. But his rapping skills is like, you know, his rapping skills is worse than anything I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? His rapping skills are horrible. Like, there's nobody genetically that's a real Israelite, meaning a Negro, that could ever rap that bad. So he couldn't do that. So he started trying to get into the hallelujah, you know, the church scene, right? And man, it's some things about that dude, man. See, y'all know anything about me, I sit back and watch, Joe. I sit back and watch. I knew when I first saw that dude, I knew that nothing about him was right. Vocab Malone, nothing about him is right. He's not like a regular white dude who came into the truth and said he wanted to learn the truth about God, and therefore he around the Israelites because we know we the real Israelites. Now that dude from his inception, if y'all go check, he was literally set up to go at any group that opposes like Israeli Judaism. Go look at it in certain forms of Christianity. So they got this little thing going on, man. It ain't like no, see, he'll get on here, you know what he'll do? He'll say, oh, it's a big conspiracy. That's what they like to do. But we know the scriptures told us they're crafty counsel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? Let me see what y'all talking about in here. Because I see people keep saying something. What's the R word? Y'all say Sister Cherry called people the R word. What's that? You know what? Faith, yeah, so-called faithful to God, Mike Pereira, that's the same person, I believe, but I don't believe. I say this. Either Mike Pereira is a computer program. I believe he might be a computer program because like ain't nobody ever seen his face. And whenever you ask him, that's faithful to God. Whenever you try to see his face, he will not, like, he refuses to show his face. Like, he made a comment that a couple of people seen his face, but I ain't even seen nobody from Shield say, yeah, I seen this face. Because I think they got enough dignity in them to know that is against the law, even though they said the law ain't no more. They know you just can't lie like that. So I don't, he's either a computer program or he's like a Sephardic Jew, because his name is kind of like if you go back to like let me see, y'all know I'm into the ethnicity. I took history of world cultures back in the day. So that's why I can spot like names, tell if they German, Polish, and all that type of stuff. His name is kind of like a not Spanish, but it's like a Portuguese type name. But I think he claimed to be like an Afro-Cuban, Brazilian or something. I don't know. I don't want to lie on him. But it's something that he claimed. But he might be like a white Sephardic Jew. Like not like a real Sephardic Jew, because you know the real Sephardic Jews was actually black, like us. So, you know, they all some type of frauds. You right. What's that? Silver Spike? You absolutely right. What's that? Silver Spike? You absolutely right. Yeah, they've been yeah, Spanish, but it's Portuguese. You know, Portuguese, Spanish is kind of like almost the same, but not really. Even though they both considered a branch off Latin. You know, if you want to get into like linguistics and stuff like that. But yeah, so he'd be considered a Latino, but what kind of Latino? I believe he's Jewish. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't got no proof because he ain't gonna never show his face. Uh, you say Kevin G say that do part Spanish, part Intel. I don't know what that means. That do part Spanish, part Intel. But yeah, man, you know, like they whole little crew is falling apart, y'all, because for one, they was see if they had just went at one like a doctrine, it would have been different. But then that would have only lasted for so long. So who want to keep seeing people talk about the same doctrine over and over? But they went against the whole group of people, right? And so really what they've done, have y'all noticed they at the point now where they ripping whole chapters out the Bible. Like the KJV, they hate the KJV right now. Like they don't even, I've never seen Christians that don't believe in the KJV. Like they would rather use anything else but the King James Version. They love the ESV and NIV. You know, the NIV got so many chapters missing out of it, it don't make no sense. That had been considered not even a Bible. It's not even a Bible. It's actually like a scribble scrabble. It's like somebody was reading the Bible and started scribbling stuff down outside of it, trying to take notes. It's horrible. And the ESV, which got some of the most worst translations ever. So they are like the first Christians that really like they really making that mainstream to get away from the KJV. And you know why? Because the KJV in its raw form, a lot of it actually contests to the truth. I mean, us being the Israelites. And so they so busy ripping pages out the KJV. To be honest with you, the same book that told them they was Christians, they do not believe it no more because it's too pro-Israelite. It's too Negro Israelite. And so I'm gonna be quite honest with you. At this point, they really don't believe in that Bible no more. They don't believe in it. Like they would rather hear a Jewish commentator before they deal with the book. Yeah, you know. Yeah, Kevin G, I'm telling you, Yahweh, I'm telling you, they do not like the KJV. They gonna go get a Jewish translation or a Strong's fast as hell right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this is the age of the bootleg scholar, because like everybody got the same sources and they running them. Whenever they don't like something, they got the because most of the meanings when it comes from Hebrew to Greek and all that type of stuff, and then you bring it back to Old English, it'll have like 3, 4 meanings to it. You know what I'm saying? So what they do is they'll pull at when they don't like what it say to try to find a meaning that further, because I still see him. He's just not part of that crew, whether it was Shield Squad or SOG no more. He ain't dealing with them. His light woke up on them. He know they just full of crap. Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. Shalom, Chris Harris. Shalom is my arc right there. So yeah, man, I was just going in on them, Chris, man. You came a little late. Um, it was something else I wanted to say. Oh, also, let me say this one too. Take my hat off real quick. I'm on that same note I was talking about how I stand bold and they run. Look at this, Joe. Look at this. And I actually got some photos. I got some crazy screenshots, but I just don't really want to get into all that, man, because I just, even though it's not like nothing personal, but it's just showing the mentality of these dudes. Like, them cats over there is not even worth being dealing with. And G-Con, you gonna watch this since you was a coward, you was too much of a coward to let me on the show while you was on there. Why One West? Why Sakari was on there? So you better not ever mention my name talking about Sakari no more. When I was on there begging to let me on with them. And don't say, well, I couldn't. Nigga, you always look at your chat. You look at chat when you on other people's show because you're always talking about the chat. Cherry saw the chat. Everybody on that panel saw the chat. I know the Sakari brothers seen the chat because they said something about it. They synced me right there. Y'all all synced me right there. The sister Remy, who's the admin, she synced me and said she gonna tell y'all. So keep my name out your mouth, goofy. Now watch this, right? This Ecclesiastes 8 and Ecclesiastes 8 and 1. It said, who is a wise man, or who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. Man, that's nasty, Joe. That is very nasty because that's telling you, man, when you get that, like how we just read, it said if you be bold like a lion, but the wicked, he flee. This right here tell you it's wisdom that make you bold like that. It even causes your face to shine. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of a parody with Moses dealing with the Most High. He was bold and he seen them face to face. He literally had a shine. But this lets you know wisdom even makes you look different, man. I'm not thinking about you cats, man, because you show how cowards y'all was. But when y'all get a chance, read 2 Corinthians 11 and 4 and 2 John 1 and 10 through 11. And it lets you know how you deal with somebody. They got a different gospel because all of them in the Shield Squad and in the SOG have different gospels. So they don't care about the gospel. They just hate the Hebrew Israelite version because they don't like black folks saying that we not slaves and Negroes and monkeys and all that goofy stuff no more. They want us to do that. And they actually, I'm going to keep it real with y'all, that teaching that they got, it's lawless and all that type of stuff. I'm gonna be quite honest with y'all. It literally sets us back about 400 years. I'm serious. What up, Emmy? What up, Mikha'el Evans? What up? Oh yeah, Kafa. I see you. Yeah, I'm serious, y'all. Like I'm gonna be honest. This teaching that the so-called, I call them the Negro, the colored division, the colored division of the NCA, the Negro Christian antagonists, because they're not really apologists, they're antagonists, like my brother Oz say. And then you got the WCA, they are the headquarters. That's the white Christian antagonists. They call themselves apologists. They really don't want to see us on a real level because the truth of the matter is they're trying to keep us in slavery. They're trying to keep us in slavery mentally. Think about it. The best way to keep a cat submissive is what? Through his religion, through his culture, and all of that. And that's what they're doing. So when a brother come through, brothers like ourselves, this movement is so big and so strong, and we telling black people, no, you ain't got to ditch the Bible. They lied to you when they said it was the white man's book and all that. Our ancestors wrote this book. And then we get to telling them, well, it's a lifestyle in that book that we got to follow. Do y'all know our lifestyle that's written in the Bible actually drops the crime rate to like, it drops it 90% immediately. It drops the single mother rate 99% immediately. It drops the deadbeat dad rate 99% immediately. It drops the bad health percentage probably about 75% because it still got meat involved, but it shows you clean and unclean meat. It even dropped famine rates because of the cleanliness laws. Like everything about this book that's written by our ancestors will help us as a community. And guess what? These so-called white Christian antagonists and the colored division, the Negro Christian antagonists, they want you to do, they don't want you to deal with that. They want you to stay in that slavery version of Christianity. That's what they want you to do. Because so basically the real agenda is to keep us destroying each other. Let me read some of these comments. Let me see. I challenge Sister Cherry and Pastor Sean and Cherry Mouth almighty bagged up. The pastor said who did. That's Yahukanon. Yeah, I see. I see him. Hey man, you already know. Hey, look. Hey, Mikha'el Evans, Michael Evans. Look, man. I rarely, say something about stuff like this. So if I'm saying something, I'm 100, Joe. You know what I'm saying? You know where we come from, bro. We come from the streets. And this what they don't understand. Like, there is no internet threatening you can do to shut me up. There's no flagging my page or any of that or slandering me or something like that because I don't look for drama. But when it comes to the point where I got to shut you lying bastards up, I will do it because I'm built a different type of way, man. I don't think I'm the toughest cat on earth, but from what I've came through, what I've been through, and where I come from, ain't no nigga on the internet gonna pump no Kool-Aid in my heart whatsoever. It's just not gonna happen because I am a soldier of the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want to. I know G-Con, you would be riding through Chicago and Illinois like you usually do, but just like when me and Israel, but you always making videos about me. I mean, this dude constantly saying my name in videos. Y'all see it? I don't even respond to the goof. You know what I'm saying? And he like to crack jokes when he know you finna go in on him. And he's a funny dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what else is funny? How that dude literally has hats with weave tips connected to him. Have y'all ever noticed? You always see his weave tips with the hat on, but you never see his hair without the hat. I'm trying to tell y'all it's because they all connected. They all connected. He got them hung up in his crib like he got different hats, right? He'll pull a hat off and he got dreads already draped around like fringes. I'm telling y'all the truth. Because I heard him when he tried to go in on my beard, talking about I got a French beard, the skinny beard, I wear beads and all that. But guess what, G-Con? I comb my beard out live. Hey, let's have a standoff, G-Con. Since you be talking all that, Mr. Comedian. You know how he is. Yeah, Mikha'el don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. Well, look at this G consciousness or L. Ron. You like L. Ron Hubbard too, because you sure like running to them comedics and stuff when it's time to debunk Israelites, and they don't even believe in the Bible. So watch this. Let's go live one day, G-Con. And this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna comb my beard out, right? And while I'm combing my beard off, you hurry up and slide one of them sunroofs off that you got. They got the tips, and prove to everybody that you literally grow physical, genetic, biological hair out your skull. Come on, man. Stop. So, y'all know I got jokes too, but I don't even want to go there with them. You know what I'm saying? Because, Joe, hey, Michael Albers, man, you know what's funny, man? This cat been making videos. Look, Chris Harris, I got all these Jakes in here that's known, right? I got Chris Harris, Michael Edwards. I see Vinny D, Chemo, my guy Yahabadai, which is Kevin G, Yahukanan, Chemo. Watch this, right? Right now, y'all can go check on G-Con's page, and you will see a bunch of videos about me. How many in my thing will you see with G-Con on there? Now, I get down on the Shield Squad because it's a bigger movement to me. But I might have one or two with that dude's name on there within like a year. But now, just about 45 minutes ago, he on there live with Sakari, who just been cremating him for the last 2 weeks. I'm talking about, Joe, they ain't even body bagging him. They cremate. They like skipping straight over the body bag, and they literally just throwing that brother in the furnace. Like, I've never seen G-Con get annihilated the way that Sakari doing him. And so by me making a statement like that, right, y'all, you know what he'll say? He'll say, I must agree with their doctrine. I didn't say that. But what I can see is they studied what they believe in, and you didn't. Because when they come finally face to face, it's like this. It ain't like this. It's like, and that's you on the other end. And you look bad, man. You look bad. So again, G-Con, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know you will be over here near Chicago pretty soon, brother. And you know how I get down. I'm a real dude. Anybody will tell you that. Ask Mighty Hebrew, man. You can just ask around. Cats come to the shop. They want to meet me. We get it in. And I show like some good hospitality, Joe. I have some brothers come pick you up, whatever. I still got like a little security type thing, Juice. Now, let me stop saying that. You'd be like, see, he's still a gang member. No, I just know how to hire some people that can do more than I can do. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't jumping like Jordan 9 days. So I might send somebody to come get you or something. But let me show you what's funny though. You come through, brother. We can sit down and we can do this like men. Like we can turn it on live and we can have a face-to-face and we can get it in front of everybody. But I know you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that. Because for one, it's gonna be kind of warm in Chicago in a minute. And I know you're gonna have to take that sunroof off you got. That damn it Lamborghini blowback. You're gonna have to take that off. And when them Predators drapes come off, you might lose your little powers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to lose your little powers, G-Con, with your funny looking. But anyway, man. So I'm telling all y'all, man, let me read some of these, man. Shout out to the chat too. Hit like on there for y'all, man. Share, hit like. I know I ain't really kicking it. And to all my subscribers and my new subscribers, I know y'all used to me. I will be back very soon. I will be dealing with very serious social issues we got, and I will show what even the scriptures and its practical use can show answers to these subjects. But right now, and I know like my last 2 out of 3 videos been like this. That's why I say I'm getting this out of my system now. So right now, I'm just bombing on these Shield Squad and these SOG cats. It was something else I had to say before I go too. Oh, I got to say this one more time. I will say to y'all, that brother, he called himself faithful to God, Mike Pereira. He did show me some love in a little vocab little group, right? You know, he had, well, I wouldn't, now that I think about it, is it really love? Because what he did was he snatched down one of my posts, but then he put the post back up and admitted he didn't read it all the way. So he put it back up, which he didn't have to do that. He could have just snatched it. So shout out to you, faithful to God. I will give you that. And you have a habit of sometimes showing some type of character. But then you flip right around and then you do these same things over and over. So it's kind of like if somebody always saying they sorry, are they really being repetitive, or are they just being sorry ass people? And so what I want to say to you, faithful to God, if you still want to debate me, I'm saying this right now live on YouTube. Faithful to God, if you want to debate me on anything concerning the scriptures or me being an Israelite, show your face publicly, because I don't debate computer programs. I don't debate viruses. And you might be some old Jewish dude from Spain, like I said. So, and if you're an old Jewish dude, I still debate you. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, if you want to debate me and make me take you serious as a human being, a real living creature, then you meet up with me. We can go on YouTube live. We can do it. If we don't do it on my show, I got other people's show that can do it that might, you know, get about 100 views live or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'll take you down. Vocab Malone, who is the master, the whipping daddy of the Shield Squad, the one who really hate all you Negroes, but y'all so stupid that y'all don't really see it when he keep telling y'all that. He laughs in y'all face. He Vocab Malone, aka John Mark Reiser, is literally a guy that's just making financial come up on exploiting the people that's downtrodden, which is the so-called African American. And the fact that we call ourselves the chosen people of God adds to his mission, because more than likely he's a fake Jew. So I'm keeping it real 100. Y'all flag it, whatever. This would be my first one flag, because I'm going to keep it funky with y'all. Vocab, I had them send him all type of messages since you got me wrote about, you got me in your book, dude. If you got me, hey, y'all all tell me this. Do a campaign for me. And I want y'all to answer my question right now. If somebody write about you and put your name in their book, shouldn't they at least give you an open discussion? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Am I unreasonable for wanting him to sit down with me? We can do whatever you want to. You want to debate or talk. If you write about me in your book, should not be logic. Am I being reasonable for asking that man to sit down and talk with me? Y'all tell me, Joe. Tell me. Because G-Con seems to believe that I'm stalking vocab. Because you know they like vocab. They like his cherub angels. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know anything about the scriptures, the cherub angels protected the mercy seat. And they think vocab is untouchable. But that man wrote about me in his book. So I'm glad all y'all pushing them ones. You see what I'm saying? So I want to know. Michael, that was funny. He put about 5 of them. So my whole thing is, I want y'all to push. I'm going to give him 1 week. 1 more week. I want Vocab Malone to sit with me live. We can sit on a neutral platform, and I want to question him. And he can question me. Cool. That's what I want. G-Con, get you a new hair scully, a lock scully, whatever. I think they call lock scullies or something like that. because you starting to wear the same ones over and over again. And I noticed on one of your hair scullies, the locks were shorter. Like they only came right here. But on like your Raiders one you had, it was one of them you had, they was all the way down here like Aaron Beard. Like they was by the feet. So you can't be that sloppy, bro. You got to know the length of your hair hats, bro. You got to know the length. So with that, I will say this: out of all the Christian apologists, I give a shout out to G-Man. It ain't because I'm kissing up to G-Man, it's because I don't like how y'all did him. You see what I'm saying? He's still attacking Hebrew Israelite, but he don't even got the same spark he used to have no more. Because y'all took that brother's spirit. You know what I'm saying? And K-Dub, shout out to you for leaving that coat. You found out it was a racist undercover cult that was only formed to attack black organizations. Oh, let me say this one more thing, y'all. Damn, every time I want to get off. But I see the numbers then picked up. So I got to say this. I want to all y'all, look, I don't care if it's white people on here, Mexicans on here, Chinese on here. I want y'all to be real honest with me. How would y'all feel about a group that's an interracial group, right? But they only form to attack black groups. Now listen to this. Not black groups that kill other races. Like not like the KKK. They look, they wasn't formed to kill like the Ku Klux Klan or the Aryan Nation or the World Christian Church or something like that. You know, people that promote killing, you know, ethnic minorities and stuff like that, which is a racist term. Don't never call yourself a minority. But my thing is, how would y'all feel about a group of blacks that's really controlled by a group of whites that were formed to only attack black groups that literally were formed to protect the black community? How would y'all feel about them? What would you call them? And I'm gonna say this right now. No, you know what? I got the right to block this sister Sheikah Johnson, but I'm not. I'm gonna let her comment go through. Look at her group. Now, Sheikah, I'm glad you said that, sister. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Y'all know, don't even jump on her, y'all. Sheikah, you might be absolutely right. It's so-called Hebrew Israelite groups, right? That you would call, I guess, a hate group, because you say they preach hate against other nations. Now, let me ask you a question. If you had the choice to go against them, because you know these same groups actually do take black men off drugs, they get them out of gangs, they take black women in that's single with no kids. They do all of these things, right? Now let's compare them to the Ku Klux Klan that only set out to murder black people. They even instituted entire educational system. So I want to ask you, which one is more harmful? Ones who actually kill us or ones who talk about what they want to do? Oh, okay, sister. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, beloved. She said that she was actually saying what Shield Squad is. Right. But that's my throw out there to everybody. For everybody, like James White tried to compare the so-called BHIs to he tried to compare them to the Ku Klux Klan. My question is, I want y'all to ask him, let's do a body count in the last 60 years. Black Hebrew Israelites, so-called, I hate that term, but we've been around that long, you know, as far as in the public. So let's match the KKK, the last 60 years, with the Hebrew Israelites. And let's check the body count, y'all. Because James White said Hebrew Israelites was 10 times worse. I might be off on the paraphrase. Go check the quote. Than the Hebrew Israelites. Do y'all agree with that? Do anybody agree with that? I mean, even if you disagree with some of them Israelite doctrines, like they say white people going into slavery, do you believe that they are even comparable to the Ku Klux Klan? I want to know. I want to know. Do anybody believe that they're comparable? So that's what James White said. So all them that run up under him, man, we just got to keep it funky, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all already see how it go. You know, I will be back, like I said. Give me about a week. Let me see what my brother's saying. Say, hell no, they worse. Exactly, Yehokanan. K for say, and that includes the KKK. Exactly. Those attacking Israelites are only trying to steal momentum the Most High have given us. You absolutely right. But you know what? They can't do it. They can't do it. And I believe it's Isaiah chapter 44 that proves that, brother. Let me see. Let me show you why they can't stop it. I love quoting this because they can't say nothing about it. So this is how I'm gonna go out. I'm glad bro said that, so I can go out with a scripture. That was perfect. He said they trying to stop what the Most High got in motion. Let me show you why they can't do that. Watch this. This Isaiah chapter 44. Now watch this, y'all. This is something they hate too. Where is it at? I believe it's 44. I know it's pretty good. Or was it 45? Oh, no, it's 45. Here we go. Watch this, right? Now, this is a question, y'all, to everybody on here who ever question whether those so-called white people that call themselves the Jews today, you know, the Jewish people, the Israelis, if y'all always wonder if they the real Jews, I got two questions within these two verses I'm about to read, and I want y'all to think about it. First, you got to ask yourself, when did this happen to them? And then you got to ask yourself, did it happen to us? So this is Isaiah chapter 45. And this is why they can't stop it. Watch this. It say, verse 3. And I will give thee the treasures of darkness and the hidden riches. Oh, oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. I actually went to the wrong one. So I was geeked up. It ain't Isaiah 45. It's 44. Like I said the first time. And I'm trying to see where is it at? What I just said to y'all know where it's at. But he say Israel, he said that we gonna surname ourselves after Israel, after Jacob, right? After God. Now you got to ask yourself, if we gonna surname, if the real Israelites is gonna surname themselves, why would they have to do that if their identity was never taken? When did that happen to the Jewish people? The whole world accept them literally as the Jewish people. So we got a problem with that. I'm about to find it. Y'all post it in there if y'all know it, because I know I was just looking dead at it. I don't know if my mind just went blank, but I know I was just looking at it and then I flipped it and it disappeared. My service say Israel Monolect. No, that ain't it. Let me see. I'm about to find this. Now I'm about to find this before I get off. I got to read this. I can't do that one. Let me see. Matter of fact, what is it's Isaiah 44 and 1, right? Isaiah, what you say? You said 4 verse 1? No, bro. It can't be no 4 verse 1. You tripping. 44 and 5. There you go. Okay, so I was right there. So how I didn't read it? Hold on. I don't know if my mind went blank. Let me see. 44 and 5. Oh, yeah, my bad. Oh, that's what you were saying. You were saying, okay, my bad, y'all. So I was looking dead at it. I don't know how I read over it. I thought the Bible flipped. I thought it turned into an NIV. I know them NIVs popping from everywhere. I literally thought my Bible flipped into an NIV or an ESV because you know they just so bogus. But look, watch this, right? This Isaiah chapter 44, verse 4. See, we always read verse 5, but let's pay attention to verse 4. It says, and they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses. What do that mean? Anybody that understand prophetic speech, especially in the Hebrew prophetic language, that's talking about knowledge. And all you got to do is go up to verse 1 and you will see that. And he talking it. Matter of fact, let's start at verse 1. Look what it say. It say, yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I've chosen. Thus saith the Lord that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun. Y'all know that's my nickname. Jeshurun. It says, whom I have chosen. Now watch this. So he talking to physical Israelites. He's talking to real life blood Israelites. Now watch what he say. He says, verse 3, for I will pour upon him that is thirsty. It say, in floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed. So this talking physical. He gonna pour his spirit on these so-called negroes running around that don't know who they are. But he just told them who they was in the beginning. And you know how this cancel out Jewish people? Because we got to ask yourself, when did this happen? Watch this. It say, and my blessing upon thy offspring. Guess what that blessing is in this case right now? It's talking about knowledge, self, of who you are. Y'all said that it ain't nowhere in the Bible where it say the Israelites gonna have an identity crisis. Well, evidently you didn't read this. So watch this, verse 4. It says, and they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the watercourses. Y'all get it now? So we gonna start popping up everywhere like, Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Israel. Hey, what's up, bro? What's your name? Such and such been Israel. Such and such been Judah. Such and such been Levi. This is popping up all over the world, and they cats that look like Wesley Snipes. And guess what? The fake Jewish people never had to do this because their names been Finkelstein, Flegenheimer, Goldberg, all that. Oh, and the Ben Levies, with them the Edomites that stole our name. See, that's another deep one because everybody ain't Edomites. So them cats literally has been recognized by the world forever as being Jews. They even got to the point where they came together. The League of Nations later became the UN and went and cleared land for these cats. So when was they to the fact that they didn't have their own name? So watch this, right? Or the names that they claim. So watch this, right? Here you go. It says, verse 5. It says, one shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob. And another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord. Yeah, I'm writing me a book right now. And surname himself by the name of Israel. So, to all you fake urban Christian antagonists, because you're not apologists, you're antagonists, the white Christian antagonists, the WCA, and the NCA, which is the Negro Christian antagonists, or AKA the colored division. I want to ask y'all, if the Israelites was never foretold to lose their identity, why would they have to take their names back? Why would they have to name themselves after the seed of their own fathers if their names was never taken? That's because this lines up with Deuteronomy 32 and 26, which y'all ain't been able to debunk, where he said he would scatter us to all four corners and cause the memory of us to cease from among men. People don't know who the Israelites is. And we know what's that Psalms 82 or 83, the crafty counsel, where they say they're going to stop the name. They're going to make sure that the name of Israel will be no more. Look, and we'll be discontinued from our heritage. All these scriptures that y'all trying to find commentary to debunk, y'all can't. You got to do it. That's why y'all ripping pages out the KJV. I guarantee y'all, bros, if y'all bump into one of these white Christian antagonists or these colored division antagonists, I guarantee you right now, bro, they probably got 2 chapters left in their KJV because they got to keep ripping them out because they all fit us. So they got to either go find some new commentary or they got to get a new version of the Bible called the ATLIV version. And that's like the new nigga in the alley wrote it behind a garbage can version of the Bible. That's like what it means when you break down the acronym, right? They got to keep finding these because they fight against God. So I just want to say this before I leave. To all you people, y'all not fighting against the Hebrew Israelites no more. Y'all fighting against the Most High God and His Word, and y'all just don't know it. And that's why y'all gonna keep losing. That's why Shield Squad is falling off. They have a little spat every other hour. And look, I've been in this thing for 23 years. I ain't never seen my camp shaking like that to the point where we just falling off. Oh, half them cats gonna be Nuwabians in a minute. Or they gonna be reptilians or something. They gonna be something retarded. Watch what I tell you. Because they going against the Lord. So I got to say, I love y'all, man. Shout out to my Hakanai. Shout out Kafa. I see you in me. Shout out Silver Spike. Shout out, what's that say? Shatter to Wabu. I'm sorry, I'm not a your name. Shout out Sheikah. Shout out, of course, my Kafa in Israel. Shout out to my brother, Chris Harris. And everybody on here, I see I'm down at hitting 40, 50 or something like that. That's real cool. So I love y'all. Grace and peace, Hebrewz and Shebrewz. Shalom, shalom. Let me see.